Hey, Kajabi partners. My name is Ellen Yin. I am the founder and podcast host of Cubicle to CEO, and I'm here today to answer a few questions about my journey as a Kajabi partner and share some of the tips that have worked well for me so far. So my very first Kajabi referral actually came directly from within my personal network, and that's where I would encourage you to start as well. I want you to put on your detective hat and actually look around at who you already know that's an online business owner, that is a course creator, or is an aspiring course creator, and think about and ask around and see what subscriptions they already have, what softwares they're already using. And if they are spending more than $150 a month, or if they're really struggling with all the tech headache of having to combine multiple different softwares and get them to talk to each other, you can come from a place of service and actually offer to help them, move from that whole mess into using Kajabi as a streamlined all-in-one platform to help them save both money and time. So that's a great place to start, is just think about who's already using these tools, who's already a customer and using these functions, and then introduce them to a better alternative, which is Kajabi. So that was how I started to get my very first referrals, was just within my network. But what really took off for me in my Kajabi partner journey and allowing me to reach Kajabi Diamond partner status is when I started hosting my Pay to Create challenges. So it's a live 3-day bootcamp style experience where I help first-time course creators get their first paying students for an online course in just 3 days. So we basically follow a model of teaching people how to enroll their first students or beta students so that they can get paid to create the content for their first online course. And this has been such a fun experience. I've offered it for a few rounds now. We're about to host our third live challenge in the fall. And what I love about these challenges is that it actually gives people an end outcome or purpose that they're all working toward, right? We're all trying to help them get their first online course out there in just 3 days. And so because of that time-specific container, they're very oriented to take action. And on day 2 of the challenge is when we actually build everything in Kajabi. And I walk them through that process in real time. So they're seeing it on their screens, they're following along with me. And I have everybody sign up for a Kajabi trial the night before or the morning of so that they can follow along with me in that process in real time. And many of them fall in love with Kajabi during that process and decide to stay as a customer after their free trial. So the conversion rates are extremely high from Kajabi trial to Kajabi customer through those challenges. So I encourage you to think about what skill sets or knowledge can you share, and how can you create an experience that makes it easy for someone to try Kajabi? And then how can you walk them through getting their first checkout page set up or their first product set up in Kajabi? Because if you can help them get over that initial barrier of actually testing out the product, I think the results will speak for themselves. Okay, the third question: how I create the content for my challenges and how I promote Kajabi within the free challenge. I answered this a little bit already, but another thing that I think would help you guys is anytime you can have live interaction with people and people can have the opportunity to ask you questions, it really does make all the difference, because sometimes people just need that second set of eyes on what they're doing and your confirmation that this is going to work for them. And so one thing that we do every challenge is we actually have a Q&A session just about Kajabi, and we bring in Ali from Kajabi to help answer some of these questions. And our challenge participants love it. They love the opportunity to actually ask anything on their mind and be able to get that real-time feedback, because we all know how annoying it is to have to write in or do your own research, right? So you're making it easy on them by just giving them an open platform and forum to be able to ask all their questions. So if you want to test something similar, maybe you have a Facebook group, maybe you could do an Instagram live and just have a live Q&A just about Kajabi and how people can utilize it in their business. I think your personal feedback and helping them see how Kajabi can fit into their online business and improve and grow their business is going to be a game changer. And then my best piece of advice, lastly, this is what I'll end on, for newer Kajabi partners is not to overwhelm yourself with thinking that you have to launch this huge campaign, or even that you have to do a live challenge, or create the perfect email sales sequence right away and send that out to everybody. I really think the most important thing you can do is to be an active listener and really hear what people are struggling with, what they are confused about, and try to find ways where you can propose Kajabi as the solution that can help meet their needs and help solve some of those pain points. So it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be big. Sometimes it really is all about having that one-on-one conversation with someone. And I think anytime you can go above and beyond for someone, that is when you're going to stand out and someone's going to want to use your Kajabi link versus just signing up, on the internet somewhere. So for example, early on, whenever anyone would sign up for Kajabi through my link, if they signed up for a trial, I would actually get on a one-on-one Zoom call with them, and I would help them get some of their first questions answered or get some of the first things on their account set up. And again, because I was able to help them dive right into using the platform, they were much more likely to actually stay on as customers because they got a chance to experience all that Kajabi had to offer and the amazing products and tools that they offer. So whatever you can do to add your magic, add your unique personality and flavor into how you share Kajabi, I think that is your superpower. So I hope these tools and these tips help you. I'm so excited to see you grow as a Kajabi partner.